Number 8, Bad Wookie says, I often find myself being rude on social media. I don't mean to be, but it just gets the better of me. How do you approach people consistently in such a loving manner? I don't always do it. so, here's my thought. And this is advice to myself as well, right? Because I'm not fully sanctified in this regard. But my thought is, if you have any doubt before you're posting something on social media, just wait, like even 2 or 3 minutes. Just wait a couple minutes. That little moment of waiting, like I'll write something out and then I'll just swipe up and let the app go dormant for a few minutes, and I'll come back later. And then with fresh eyes, I read what they wrote and I read what I wrote. And then usually that changes what I'm going to write. And so this is what scripture says, right? Be slow to speak, right? Let's just take us to the verse, because I think that this is the kind of thing we tell a kid, but oh my goodness, we need it bad in our lives today. James 1:19. Here it is. This you know, my beloved brethren, but everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Why? Because the anger of man does not achieve the righteousness of God. God's anger is perfect and pure. When he's irritated, which I do think God has irritation towards sin, it's pure and perfect. It's always still appropriate. His response is always right. But my anger, man's anger, it just constantly taps into my carnality. I constantly overreact. And so, slow to speak, right? Quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. This is the formula. You read someone's post on social media before you reply. Read it again and make sure you understood it, because sometimes you just took it the wrong way. Maybe they meant something as a joke and you took it personally. Maybe you read it and only thought about your offense but didn't think about the details of what they said. So read it again. Be really careful that you're hearing them properly. Slow to speak, which means if you're frustrated, you don't post it right away. You swipe it away and wait 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, come back later and say, do I still want to post this? And slow to anger. If you're angry, don't post. Don't post. Don't post and reply to social media when you're angry. And I know I get plenty of opportunities in the comments. And most of the people who view these videos don't comment on them. That's the way I am too. Most videos I watch, I don't comment on. Comments usually come because people are upset, right? They're triggered by something. And so often comment sections don't even represent normal viewership. But I will see comments sometimes that are like, they're triggering to me, and I have to stop and say, okay, move on, Mike. Don't respond. And I cannot tell you, and maybe this will just help you to realize you're not alone. I can't tell you how many times I've had to delete a comment I typed out, this whole thing, and then I just delete the whole thing because, no, I'm not. Even though they're wrong, if I post this, I'm going to be wrong too. So